This is Vince Wade. I was astonished, or gobsmacked, to use a popular term, when Richard White Boy Rick Wershe walked out of prison in Florida recently. He's been behind bars for 32 years. He was recruited by the FBI at age 14 to be the Bureau's youngest paid drug informant. When he got in trouble with drugs, the FBI wouldn't help him. They'd have to admit they were using a kid as a drug snitch. Wershe was wearing black pants and a black T-shirt which said, "Free Big Meech." Social media went nuts. Not about Wershe's release, but about his T-shirt. LOL, he rockin' the Free Big Meech shirt? And he wears a Free Big Meech T-shirt? Really? If Gotti was alive, would he be pushing for his release too? Dog, White Boy Rick got released today wearing a Free Big Meech shirt. Shout out to White Boy Rick for exiting the system with a Free Big Meech shirt on. White Boy Rick leaving prison wearing a Free Big Meech shirt is too Detroit, even for me. White Boy Rick wearing a Free Big Meech shirt is the hardest shit ever. In ghetto lingo, the hardest shit means the coolest. Wershe swore before his parole he was leaving the street life behind. Why would he wear a T-shirt promoting the release of Big Meech, a notorious federal narcotics prisoner? And who is Big Meech? That would be Demetrius Flannery, one of the biggest dope slingers in Detroit's history. Big Meech makes Johnny Curry, the dealer Rick snitched on for the FBI, look like a dime bag dealer on a ghetto street corner. In the late 1980s, when Wershe was 17 and beginning his life prison term, Demetrius Flannery was 12 years old and selling $50 rocks of crack cocaine on the streets of Ecorse, a southwest suburb of Detroit. For years, Demetrius and his brother Terry ran a sprawling multi-state cocaine racket centered in Los Angeles, Atlanta, and Detroit. The DEA says the Atlanta hub alone distributed over 2,500 kilos or 5,500 pounds of cocaine every month. Big Meech wormed his way into the hip-hop music business. He sometimes bankrolled music acts with the profits from drug dealing. He started a magazine called The Juice. This is Big Meech in a phone interview from prison.
Every entertainer, athlete, or whatever, everybody want to live like they selling kilos. But that's the real American dream. Right. That's it. That's the American dream. Everybody want to live like they sell dope. Scarface inspired me, but it's just funny how everybody who has money from all walks of life, the majority of them want to live a Tony Montana type life. You know, they just don't want his trouble.
The character Tony Montana in the movie Scarface died in a hail of bullets. Demetrius Flannery is serving a 30-year sentence in federal prison in Oregon. Living the Tony Montana life was fun while it lasted.
People got to understand, oh man, he should have been low-key. Then low-key what? There's a lot of low-key dudes locked up too. I'm not going to, I enjoy billions. I've made billions, I've spent billions.
Terry Southwest T. Flannery was somewhat low-key. He was the organizing mind behind the conspiracy. But Demetrius was the people person who lived large, as they say. He drove the priciest cars. He routinely spent up to $100,000 in an evening when he and his crew went to nightclubs. He encouraged hot women to wear Black Mafia family clothing. The BMF, or Black Mafia Family, used hip-hop music and the black entertainment industry as cover. They used to advertise on highway billboards in Atlanta that the world was theirs. BMF operated in 11 states and major cities. Demetrius Flannery is no victim of an unfair system. He's no candidate for the Innocence Project. He pleaded guilty to operating a continuing criminal enterprise, the so-called Kingpin Statute. Wershe is reported to have said Big Meech is in prison for a nonviolent drug crime. That's the same thing that was said about Rick. But in the case of Big Meech, it's not true. The prosecutor in Atlanta, Georgia, dropped a 2-count murder charge against Flannery in the shooting deaths of 2 close associates of rap entrepreneur Sean P. Diddy Combs. One of the murder victims was Combs' one-time bodyguard. Big Meech and the Black Mafia family are so notorious in black entertainment circles that Starz, the cable network, is going to run a multi-part drama series based on the misdeeds of the Black Mafia family. It will be produced by another hip-hop entrepreneur, Curtis Jackson, known by the name 50 Cent. The Black Mafia family series looks to be a black version of Boardwalk Empire minus the politics. That brings us back to Rick Wershe's Free Big Meech t-shirt. White Boy Rick has been bitten by the movie bug, even though Hollywood's film about him was second-rate. There's something wrong with a movie about a snitch with no snitching. When Wershe was released, among the media cameras recording the event was a documentary crew with exclusive access to the prison star after he left the grounds. They are apparently recording his first days of freedom after 3 decades behind bars. The surest way to make money on a documentary is to have it broadcast by a cable network. TV is hungry for new content. A documentary about White Boy Rick might play well paired with the Starz drama series about Big Meech and the Black Mafia family. Wershe's Free Big Meech t-shirt is about as subtle a sales pitch to Starz as the gaudy bling at a dope dealer's nightclub. There's no evidence Rick Wershe ever had any direct contact with Big Meech. Demetrius Flannery was a kid just learning how to sling dope when Rick went to prison for life. What's more, Rick was an East Sider. Meech was peddling his rocks of cocaine in what's known as downriver Detroit. But they wallowed in a similar lifestyle and wound up the same way. There are many people who tried to help Rick Wershe over the years. Many are disappointed to see him wearing a Free Big Meech t-shirt. They hoped he had learned a lesson. But there's money to be made if Rick turns his back on his promises to leave the old life behind him. Rick appears to be validating that old saying that bullshit walks and money talks. I'm Vince Wade.